Hey, what's going on? Zach Sweet here, bringing you video number 8 of the snowstorms going on in Moncton, New Brunswick. This snowstorm happened on February 15th, and it was probably the craziest snowstorm of the entire winter. Let's have a look.
Somewhere in there is the rest of the blower. Wow.
Alright, so here we are many hours later, waiting for the call to go out. The city plows still hadn't been out yet, so there was no real reason for us to go out and start doing driveways. But I wanted to go out and have a look at the conditions, see what was going on. So let's have a look. All right, what a storm. Look at all this snow. That's my buddy Tyler there. He was digging out around his car, moving some snow around, trying to make my life easier, so I always appreciate that. You can see here in the next clip, we decided to go out before the city plows. And what that meant was I had to move some of the snow out of the road so I could get from driveway to driveway. Before I started doing this, blowing the snow out of the street, I just tried to go down the street myself, and the snow went right up to the axles and I got stuck, even with the tractor, even in four-wheel drive. So I had to spin myself around and start moving the snow out of the street. And the reason we started before the city plows is we wanted to clear some of this snow because we didn't want to get overwhelmed. Once the city goes by, they blow a lot of snow into people's driveways. We didn't want to get stuck where we couldn't get to everyone. So we went out a little early. We moved some of that snow that was crazy in some circumstances. I mean, it was up 6 feet high in some people's driveways. But we had to do something. We wanted to get out there. We wanted to move the snow. In total, this storm alone, we worked 26 hours straight. We took an hour break. We went back out for another 5 hours just to make sure we had everyone's driveway done nice, neat, and clean. Everyone had a chance to move their cars, and everything was perfect. So all in all, crazy storm. Now that I'm looking back on it, I remember the fun of the storm, editing this video for you guys. I always appreciate your guys' comments, so thank you in advance for those. And let's see what else we have with this storm going on. All right, so you're probably thinking, what the heck am I doing out of the tractor right now? Well, I was ahead of the plow for most of the storm, and then by the time I got to this driveway, he had just beat me to it. And they were using a giant grader, and on the front of the grader, they had a V-plow. And you can see they basically just pushed one lane, and then they were going to come back later and make it 2 lanes and then clean it up. I mean, the plows went by multiple times throughout the storm, but he beat me to this one. So the banks, they grew significantly, so I wanted to get out of the tractor and just make sure I knew where the driveways, started, and making sure I could see the stakes. I mean, on some of these driveways I could see the stake on one side, but on the other side I had no idea where the stake was. So by getting out of the tractor, I just wanted to familiarize myself with the surroundings and what was going on. I mean, some of the snow drifts were right up almost to the eaves trough of the house, or right up to the top of the garage door. I mean, there was a lot of snow. But all in all, we got the storm done. We got everyone's driveway cleaned up. Like I said earlier, it took 26 hours and then another 5 hours in the end to clean everything up. And everybody was really understanding. Everybody was really great about it. Everyone was happy too, which is always a good thing. So just as we were finishing the storm and we knew we were done, I looked up into the sky and the sun was just setting. And I mean, it was so nice to see that at the end of the storm. So I had to get a clip of that. I hope you guys like this video, and we'll see you guys in the next storm. Take care.